In this video, I want to show you the different storage modes in Power BI because we can store our data in different ways in Power BI. If you get started with Power BI, you probably read something about import mode and direct query mode. So these are two of the options we have, but there's also direct lake option and also composite model option. So there are 4 options that we actually have to store our data, and it's very important to choose the right one because they all have some advantages but also some disadvantages. And if you choose the wrong storage mode, this can have serious impact on your data, your report performance, everything you can do in your Power BI report. We will look at each of the storage modes and we will have a look how the tables that we get into Power BI with these storage modes look like, because they also visually look differently in the model view. The first option that we have is import mode. And import mode makes a lot of sense for most of the reports out there. Because in import mode, we load and store our data directly in Power BI. And this often means that we have the best performance and flexibility because Power BI does not need to reach out to the data every time we change a filter, make a calculation, these kind of things, because everything is stored in Power BI. So that's a huge advantage. However, because it's stored in Power BI, the data is not live. We need to schedule a refresh or manually refresh in Power BI desktop, but once we uploaded it to the service, we need to schedule a refresh and tell Power BI how often it should refresh our data. And then we can say at what time Power BI should do that. And it could be like every hour or every half an hour, depending on your license. You have different options on how often you can refresh data. So now before you think, oh, this does not make sense for me, why would this be a wise choice for most of the reports? To be honest, I worked in the past years with a lot of clients and I created lots of Power BI reports, and most data that people work with is not refreshed that often anyways. So for example, if we have a data source that is only refreshed like 2, 4 or 6 times a day, it does not make sense to use direct query and check every time that we are doing something if there's new data. Import mode makes much more sense in these cases. And yes, I know even reports in Power BI using import mode can be slow, but it's often not because the data that is imported, but either because the data model isn't good, or there are a lot of measures, calculated columns, all kinds of stuff going on that make the report slow. It does not necessarily has to do anything with the import mode that your report is slow. In general, import mode is advised because it makes it very easy for Power BI to work with the data. So the strength of import mode is we have this great flexibility in Power BI, responsiveness is high, we don't send continuously requests to our data source, but we work with the data in Power BI. But a weakness, of course, is that we need to schedule the refreshes, and refreshing data in import mode can also be tricky if you have massive amounts of data that you want to import into Power BI. So that's import mode. Let's go into direct query mode. Direct query mode, I see a lot with people that get started with Power BI because they're a little bit unsure about should I choose import mode or direct query mode, and then they read direct queries live, and I mean all the end users want live data, at least they think they want live data, and then people choose direct query mode without knowing what the consequences, because direct query keeps the data live every time someone interacts with that report. And this is very useful if you really need this near real-time results, but often it also means it's slower, because what happens, someone interacts with the Power BI report and Power BI checks with the data source if this is the most recent data. So if you have a lot of users using the same report, clicking stuff, filtering stuff, making changes, this can be very tricky, not only for the performance of Power BI, but also for your data source, which will be triggered continuously. Also, when you're using direct query mode, you don't have all the capabilities for calculations and measures. So for example, you can not create calculated columns. If you should create calculated columns is a different discussion, but in direct query mode, you can't add them. You can just add DAX measures, and you also can't create calculated tables. So there are quite some limitations there. So an advantage of direct query mode is that you always have the most recent data. So if something changes in your data source, it will reflect in Power BI. But a huge disadvantage is that this it can be tricky for your performance in Power BI, but also for your data source, because you continuously querying against that data source. And also some functionality like calculated columns and tables are not supported using direct query mode. If we look at how direct query mode looks in our model view in Power BI, you can see there's a slight difference between import mode. In import mode, we just had these white tables and you see all the relationships. And if we go into direct query mode, these tables in direct query mode, they have this light blue at the top. In the past, these colors have changed. So it could very well be that in the future the color is different. But at the moment I'm recording this video, you can recognize direct query tables with the blue line at the top. Then we have direct lake mode. At the moment when this video is recorded, this is still in preview, and direct lake mode lets you actually query data against your Microsoft Fabric lakehouse, which also means you need to have that warehouse or lakehouse to do this, which can be a disadvantage if you don't have it, because then you would need to create that. But just like with direct query, you don't store your data in Power BI, and direct lake mode is really optimized for quickly loading large amounts of delta tables that are stored in Microsoft Fabric. So a strength is we get these large amounts of data quite quickly when they're stored in a Microsoft Fabric warehouse or lakehouse. Disadvantage is you need that warehouse and lakehouse. So if you create that, you also have to maintain that. And if you already have a different solution to store your data, this could be additional work. I will also put a link in the description about direct lake mode, and this guides you to the official Microsoft documentation. And if you look at how this looks in Power BI in the model view, the direct lake tables at this moment have like a deep purple line at top of the table, so you can easily recognize them. So direct query mode has this blue line, direct lake mode has this dark purple line, import mode you don't see any line, and then sometimes you see different lines in your model. So different tables with different lines. And that's the fourth storage mode, which is the composite mode. This actually means we can have direct query tables and we can have import tables. So this gives us quite some flexibility, because all the tables that don't need to be updated directly, we can just use import mode to get them. And if we really have like one table or two tables that need to be updated near real time, and we want to get these results near real time, we can actually get them in with a direct query connection. So the strength, of course, is we can have the best of both worlds. You get your import mode tables, which is great for performance, and you have your direct query tables where you get your almost near real-time data. Disadvantage of this is your imported tables still need to be refreshed, so please don't forget that. Also, combining data from different sources can slow down performance, and it can make maintenance a little bit trickier. So a quick summary: import mode, you import your data into Power BI. It's often the fastest options, but you need to schedule refreshes. Direct query, you have this near real-time connection, but it can be slower and you miss some functionality in Power BI. Direct lake works very well if you have already Fabric Warehouse and Lakehouse and you have a really large amount of data and it's in data tables that are well optimized. And composite model, it combines import mode and direct query mode, so you get the best of both worlds, but you also add some complexity. So choosing the right mode is super important. Most of the time you do this before you create your report. You need to discuss this with your end user, and you really need to think about how your report needs to perform and which options you want. There's one important thing. In Power BI, if you have direct query mode, you get the option, if you click at the bottom right on direct query, to transform all your tables into import mode tables. And you need to be very sure that you want to do that, because once you click that, you can't go back. And Power BI also gives you this warning, like, do you really want to do that? Because maybe you've chosen direct query mode and you realize, well, import mode works for me better. Then go ahead and do that. But sometimes I also see people that just click around and try some stuff and they're like, what's the difference between this and this? And then they just click on it. Then everything's import mode, and getting back to that original state can be very tough. So before you click on stuff like, I want to change my storage mode, make really sure you know what the impact is. Thanks for watching. I will put all kinds of documentation in the description of this video. And if you have any questions, let me know.